Welcome back to another Sunday prep day. If you're new here, every Sunday I prep for the week. So that means cutting on my vegetables, and I make things that take a little bit longer. Like today I'm going to make some hummus, and I'm also going to make some coleslaw. But as always, first I'm going to cut all my vegetables, and while I cut up this onion, I'll go over the menu with you. So for lunch today, as always, some bread. I don't usually eat carbs for lunch during the week, but on the weekend I do because I miss it. So those are my cheat days. So I have some baguette, and I have some bakelvlees. That's a Dutch thing. It's a bit similar to pastrami. So I'm gonna have that on that baguette with some mustard. And then for dinner tonight, I'm gonna have some parsnips. I'm gonna have some potatoes. I have different small potatoes, purple ones, red ones, yellow ones. And I'm gonna have that with probably some chicken breast. And I'm just gonna dice up this onion for my coleslaw and for a salsa. Then we're on Monday, Meatless Monday. For lunch, I'm gonna have some hummus with some crudités. So that's peppers, that is carrot, that is cucumber. Anything else? I think that's it. And then for dinner, I'm gonna make some vegan tacos, and that's one of the things I needed that yellow onion for. So that's gonna have carrot, lentils, and a bunch of veggies. And yeah, it's gonna be delicious. Then we're on Tuesday. Let me get a bigger container because I'm gonna make my coleslaw in here, so let's get that directly in there. On Tuesday for lunch, I'm gonna have some coleslaw. Whenever I make coleslaw, I always make a big batch, so I'm gonna have that for several meals this week. And then for dinner, I'm gonna make some chicken tacos, and I'm gonna make a salsa with some pomegranate for that. So that's also one of the things I will need some red onion for. So it's pomegranate, onion, garlic, peppers, cilantro. And then on Wednesday for lunch, I still have some green beans left over. So I'm going to do some green beans with some chicken. And then for dinner, I'm going to do a chicken curry. You might have seen me make a curry paste last week, so I'm going to use that. I still have some of that left over. And I'll do some chicken thighs. I still have some spinach in the freezer, so I'll probably put some of that in. And yeah, I'll just make it tasty. This half onion I'm just going to dice up for things like stir fry and that kind of stuff. So chicken curry. Then on Thursday for lunch, I'm gonna do some more coleslaw, probably with chicken again. I don't know, chicken breast, maybe some chicken tenders, chicken thighs. I could do like keto chicken nuggets. We'll just see exactly what kind of chicken. Okay, there we go. And then here I have some garlic. It's gonna take 3 small cloves and put that in my little mini food processor. That's gonna go in my hummus, and the rest I'll just dice up. So I said coleslaw for lunch on Thursday, and then for dinner on Thursday, I'm gonna do some noodles with some chicken. So again, peppers, onions, some spring onion, chilies, garlic. And then we're on Friday for lunch. I'm gonna do some coleslaw with some fish, probably some pollock or some bassa. That's what I have in the freezer at the moment. And then for dinner, I'm gonna do a rice bowl with fish. And I haven't exactly worked out yet how I'm gonna do that. Kind of depends on what I have left over. If I have some of that pomegranate salsa left over, I might go like a Mexican way. If I have some other vegetables left over, I might go like kind of like a stir fry kind of thing. Or I have some green beans left over. I can go for like like a rice bowl with some spicy green beans. We'll just see what I have left come Friday, and just use up some leftovers. So that is garlic done. And then I also have some spring onions here, just because I have them left over, so I'm probably gonna throw those in my salsa and my stir fry. So I'm just gonna cut them nice and fine at an angle. There we go. Let's just make quick work of that. And next up, let's do some chilies. So I have 2 red, 2 green, and I'm just gonna slice them up. They're gonna go in my tacos, in my salsa, in my stir fry. You know I love some chilies. I never bother de-seeding cayenne because they're not that spicy and the seeds don't really bother me. If I have jalapenos or something, I will take the seeds out because that's a lot more. And when I do like habaneros, those are really spicy, so I do take the seeds out of those. But cayenne, yeah, not really. Not worth the effort. Then here I have some peppers, and I have a bunch of different colors, some green, some yellow, some red, and some orange. And these are gonna go, well, part of them are gonna go in my crudités. So that's what I'm gonna start with first. Well, after I take all the seeds out, I wanna make some sticks about this long, and my cucumbers, my carrots, and everything will be about the same length. So I'll do that first. And I think that is enough red, because I'll do a bunch of other colors as well. And then the rest I'll just cube up, so I'm going to cut them lengthwise first. And this small little piece as well. And then I'll cut them across in nice fine dice. And this can go in my salsa, in my stir fry, whatever I need. So that is red done. And I'm just going to repeat the exact same thing for the orange, the yellow, and the green. I'll just do the sticks first for my crudités, and then what I have left over I'll cut into smaller pieces for my other uses. Okay, that is peppers done. Then I have some potatoes I'm gonna roast for tonight, and I'm just gonna cut those in half. So as you can see, I have these purple ones. These are purple inside and out, so they look nice and funky. especially compared to the white for the parsnips. So I'll just cut those in half, and I also have these yellow ones and these red ones, and they just add a pop of color. Okay, then next up, let's do some cucumber. So again, these are for my crudités. So I'll cut them about the same length as my peppers. Then I'll cut around the core. And I'll make sure they're the right size for some dipping. And then the core I just cut out, I'm going to use that as a snack. And I'm going to do the exact same with this second cucumber. And again, I'll just snack on the core and little bits that I trimmed off. And then I have some carrots. And again, I'm going to cut part of that off to make some sticks for my crudités. Get a nice flat base so it's easier to cut. And no, I'm not going to bother peeling these carrots because they're washed. So I want to do a little bit more. I'm going to save that for in a moment. And again, the straight piece, just going to cut the tip off. Cut this. Make it nice and flat. And then cut some more sticks. And that should be plenty for my hummus. Now, these bits taper a bit more, that's why I didn't want to use them for the sticks. But I will use them because I need some julienne de carrot. I'm just going to use my julienne slicer because it's easier, faster, and way more consistent. And this is going to go in my coleslaw, but also in my vegan tacos. So I'm just going to julienne all of this. There we go. So I'm going to take about half of this and put that in with everything for my coleslaw. And the rest is for my tacos, and I could also use that for my stir fries if I have anything left over. And then next, I have my parsnips. I am going to peel those. So I'll just do that real quick. And I'm just going to cut the tips off because those are much narrower than the rest. Cut the top off. And then the wider half, I'll just cut into pieces that are roughly the same size as the bottom piece I just cut off. So quarter them. And these I'll just roast tonight. Then next up, some cilantro for my salsa. So I'm going to cut off the stems. I'll save those for a curry paste. And then this I'll just bunch up tight and give it a rough chop first. And then I'll just keep running my knife through until it's nice and fine. Cilantro done, then here I have some cabbage. It's a pointy one. You can use a regular cabbage as well, and you can also use like a red cabbage, whatever you like. This is just what I have. Now I'm not going to use this whole cabbage, so I'm just going to take some leaves off before I start cutting them, because if you leave it on the stem it will last a lot longer. So yeah, let me just get a few of these leaves off. And I'm just going to cut this core bit out, and I'll cut them in half so they're a lot easier to stack. So So I have a nice stack of cabbage leaves, and I'm just gonna cut that lengthwise. And then I'm just gonna cut that nice and fine. And I think that's enough, so I'll just put that with my carrots and my onions. Then next up, I have some green beans for a meal with some chicken. So I'm just gonna quickly top and till them. Okay, that is green beans done. And then what's left is some pomegranate. So I'm just gonna score the skin and rip that open. One more container. And now it's just a question of getting all these little areoles out. That's what these are called, by areoles. Yeah, just take your time and just work your way around and pop them all out. And that's all the areoles out. So that took a bit of time, but it's worth it because it has a little bit of acidity to it, so that's really nice in a salsa. We're at 34 minutes and we're done chopping. So now it's time to make the hummus. So I have my couple of cloves of garlic here. I have my chickpeas. These are already drained, but if yours are not, just save the liquid, you might need that. And to this, I'm gonna add some lime juice, or you can use lemon juice. I just have limes. So I'll just quickly squeeze that in. Then here I have some tahini, which is sesame paste. I'm just gonna drizzle some of that in. And I'll put in some salt. And this is just the base for hummus, and you can add any flavoring you want. I'm going to use some chipotle powder. Give a nice smoky, spicy flavor. And to add a little smokiness without making it too spicy, I'm going to add some smoked paprika as well. And now just put the lid on and blitz away. And I forgot to press record, but when it comes out of the food processor, it just looks nice smooth like this. I did add a few drops of water, or if your chickpeas come with the aquafaba, like the liquid in the can, use a little bit of that. And that just helps me make it a little bit smoother. So it was a little bit lumpy at first until I added just a tiny splash of water, just a few drops. So that's it. And because I forgot to press record, you also missed me mix everything together for my coleslaw, but it's really simple. You've seen me make this on my channel a million times before. It's just cabbage, carrots, and onions, and I mixed in some mayo, some mustard, some salt, and some pepper, and I just mixed that all together. And it looks a little bit dry, but that's the whole point, because the salt will continue to draw moisture out, so we'll get a little bit of water. I will get a little bit wetter. So this is absolutely perfect. I tasted it for seasoning the hummus as well, so that's perfect. And yeah, I have everything ready to go now. I can have lunch or dinner on the table in minutes. If you like this kind of content, I do this every single Sunday. And if you like to see what I do with all the ingredients that I prepped, you can check out my Instagram where I post every single meal. Or you can check out the video that I post about once a month on here where I show you a whole week of everything I eat in a day. And I just posted one last Friday. So, yeah. Leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe, and thanks for watching. Until next time, bye for now.